What's good, y'all? It's iNTOX. I'm here with a quick tutorial on how to organize all of your music. So like this came from the idea since I put up a tweet showing off how I organize all my loops, and a lot of people like that. So I again said like, oh, let me make a video about this, and even more people like that. So here I am making the video about it. I'm using Notion for this one. Notion is basically a kind of productivity slash notes tool. You can do all kinds of stuff in it. It's super advanced. I think it's sort of easy to get into if you know what you're doing, and you can just watch any tutorials on it. And so I use it to organize all my loops, and I'll show you why and how. So imagine like, I don't know, Wave tweets out that he needs beats, and I've made thousands of beats, and I'm pretty sure I've made stuff that fits like Wave. So what I'm gonna do is I'll put them all here in my list, and I can now just easily filter them. You can see it has all kinds of columns, and I've put up a filter here, every kind of loop slash beat. And we know like Wave need like emotional stuff, so I can put the tag emotional. I also put a filter for the rating, so I know like it's Wave. I cannot miss the opportunity by sending some bullshit, so I can only really send the best shit I got. So I'm gonna put the 5-star one, and yeah, here's all my 5-star emotional loops which I made over the last year. And what I'm gonna do now, since the name is here, I can just type in the name of it. So let's type in the top one. It's called Fortune. And that's it. I can find all of my loops I want in an instant. I always know where they are, and if I have some kind of opportunity coming up, I don't have to waste my time or maybe even miss out on sending a really good one because I simply forgot about it between all the thousands of beats slash loops I've made. So you can use my template. I made a template especially just for this. You can download it in the description. Of course you have to sign up for Notion. It's free. There's a paid version, but you will probably not need it. So once you have Notion opened up, you can open it in your browser, on your phone, anything. I recommend at least being on a... So what you're gonna do is you're gonna create a new page, just empty page with icon. First thing we're gonna do is let me change my camera. We're going to go to the top right here and switch on full width just to make it bigger, because we're gonna have a lot of rows. And we're gonna, I don't know, you can name this whatever you want. I'm gonna name it beats, and gonna tap in here in like the main text box, and it already says type slash for commands. So if you type slash, you have all these kinds of commands, but the one we're gonna need is database. I'm gonna type in database, just press enter or click on it, the first one, database inline, and it's gonna create this. Looks a little bit like an Excel. And we're gonna create the columns we need right now. So I'm gonna start off with a number for the BPM. Gonna switch it around. I want the BPM in the beginning. Type in BPM. Next up, we're gonna have one that's called select, where we're gonna put the key. It's basically like a tag. So you can also put just a simple text here and type the thing every time, but I like to use tags. Now we have to create our own tags. I'm gonna just put, for example, G minor, A minor. And now if you are adding a new beat to your database, you can just click in here and don't have to type it in. We're gonna make these a bit smaller so we have more space for the rest. Next up, we're gonna use the name, which is right here already. We're just gonna use it like that. Next up, we have tags. It was also already in there. I'm gonna rename it to a vibe or just anything. And the important part is that it's multi-select. It's basically from my last table I had right here. Is this one, mood slash genre. And I'm gonna put in, you can put in anything you want. Just whatever you feel like your beats should be organized by. I'll put in again emotional, piano, aggressive, anything. And you can put them out, and the difference to select is that you can select multiple ones. For example, you just made an emotional piano beat, you put emotional and piano. Next up, we are gonna have a checkbox. These are all just recommendations. You just don't have to put the ones I do. I think the one with the vibe slash mood slash genre is like the most important one, but I'm gonna put a checkbox for sample question mark, and then I can take if I use the sample or not, because I don't know, some artists or other producers might not like having to deal with sample clearance. Oh yeah, next up we're gonna add another select for the rating. I'm gonna have to find a star emoji real quick. Oh yeah, I have it right here. I'm just gonna copy it, and now I'm gonna make a few options. 1 star, 2 stars, 3 stars, 4 stars, and 5 stars. This can be anything. I just like to use the stars. It can be numbers for you or whatever, or just bad, good, and insane or something. So we're just using this to make sure, so we know like this is a really good one, like you're really proud of this one. Next up, one I really like is just another multi-select. You can add your collaborators, can put producer X, producer Y, whatever. So you can later on, I'll show also how this works, this most importantly, how to filter all of this stuff. And the last one I want to add is lets you access the file or whatever if you uploaded it to your Dropbox, Google Drive, whatever, and instantly just access it. So right in here I can put like my URL of my Dropbox. It's kind of big, so we're gonna take off wrap column, and if we click it, this will open up in our main browser right here. So this is it for the most part on how to make the database. Now even more important, we want to make a filter. So we click right here, filter, and we're gonna make a few. We're gonna make one for rating. So if we press here now, we can choose to only show, for example, 5-star loops. Next filter, go right here, click add filter, is gonna be the vibe. And here are now all the tags we've created. So if you only want this to show only piano beats, and now it would show all of our piano beats. Gonna add another filter, which is let's just say sample, the sample checkbox. We only want to see our beats that don't contain any samples, so we click unchecked, and boom, all of it are there. And checked, only one beat with samples, none there because we haven't got any. That's basically it for the Notion tutorial. Let me know if you want to see any more tutorials, if it's on making loops, if it's on organizing anything. You can find a template for this one in the description. Have to sign up for Notion, it's literally free. It's a good program, I can only recommend it. You don't even have to download anything, you can use it in your browser if you want. So yeah, that's it for me for the video, and if you've enjoyed this, let me know any more tutorials I should make, and peace out.